What's up, guys? Today is gonna be a good one. On this episode, we finish putting the bottom end of our small block Chevy together and get it in the car. Oh, this is gonna be good, so stick around. Building this cheap small block was worth it to learn because I already learned my first lesson. I told you in the last episode that this cam bearing I shoved in too far, pushed it the rest of the way, and then reset it. Well, come to find out that when I went to put the camshaft in, that bearing, all it wanted to do was move in and out. And I couldn't get the camshaft to go in. So I had to buy a whole new set of cam bearings just to replace that one, and well, lesson learned, and we won't do that again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this Driven Racing Oil assembly grease that came with the kit to assemble this. Probably should get rid of these little rag fibers that got stuck in the gear. The second. Oh, this is exciting! Woohoo! This is farther than I made it the first time, so already winning. Custom screwdriver. Like it was meant to be. The part I'm super excited for is installing this noisy gear drive set. I've always wanted to put one of these on an engine. Well, we're finally gonna do it. Sorry about this, guys, but my microphone stopped working while I filmed this scene and didn't know it. So what I'm explaining right here is just the clearances that you need for the cam button, which my finger's on there. Basically, you need about 5 to 10 thousandths of an inch from your cam button to your timing cover, and then down there on the gear where I was just touching, you want about 5 thousandths to 75 thousandths of an inch of clearance for the idler gear on the bottom of the timing gear. And then here I'm just talking about where I'm going to put a little bit of RTV down where the gasket, the timing cover gasket ends, and around the dowels, just to make sure that we don't have any leaks later down the road, because we all know that sucks ass. Right here I'm showing that there's a seam where the oil pan gasket and the timing cover gasket come together, and I'm just putting a little bit of RTV there just to help make sure that it stays sealed and doesn't leak. Alright, so now we're going to throw the cylinder heads on this bad boy next. I would do the oil pan first, but I haven't cleaned it yet, so cylinder heads, and then we'll get to the oil pan. Got brand new fresh gaskets. So exciting. Alrighty. Freshly decked heads. Perfect. One head done. New day, clean the oil pan, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it was a mess. But it's much cleaner inside and out, so that's good. It's not a greasy, gross mess anymore. This was the greasiest, nastiest motor I've ever played with in my life. Got a one-piece silicone gasket for it. So, the only thing we should need to do is put a little bit of RTV in the joints where pieces come together, just to make sure it's extra sealed, and that should be it. Little bit of RTV there, little bit of RTV here. We don't want this motor leaking. I hate it when motors leak. Make sure we put this on in the right direction, because that would be awesome if we didn't. Sick, oil pan's on. Motor's not quite done. Still doesn't have a flywheel. This is all for mock-up purposes, so we can do all of our exhaust, any cross members, any electrical that we gotta run. Basically, I just want to get all these other little knickknacks, things that need to be done on the car out of the way. What we have here is a Muncie 4-speed that is built to be an M22 rock crusher. This is not a factory rock crusher case, but it has the rock crusher internals. It's got a 26 spline input shaft on it. This thing is beefcake for this small block Chevy. So whatever we do out there on the road with the Malibu, this bad boy is going to be able to handle it. So let's get this bad boy bolted on. Not to mention, it'll fit in the car, just like this, with no modification to the firewall. We don't have to make any modification to the trans tunnel. This transmission will go in that car, no problem. Lift with your back, not your legs. Right, that's the old saying. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Now, if I would have been really smart, I would have grabbed an in-back and set it right here next to me to run these bad boys down, so I'm not standing here holding all this weight. Dude, look at it! Oh, this is so exciting! Oh, I'm so freaking stoked right now. You guys don't even know how excited I am right now. This is so freaking cool.
It's so heavy.
Is that far enough? Well, there you have it. It's in, under its own weight. I got a piece of square tubing holding up the transmission. That was a big moment right there, guys. I'm so stoked. You have no idea. Like, don't get me wrong. This car has a long way to go still. But this step right here is going to allow us to get a whole bunch of other things knocked off the list that needs to be done. And it's gonna be sick, guys. I'm so excited. But that's gonna do it for this episode. We're ending on a high note. We have a lot more to do, but we have a lot we can do now, so that's awesome and exciting. We can make a lot more progress on this thing. I'm so happy, so excited. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I hope this got you up. has got you wanting to go out and work on your projects and get some stuff done. It feels amazing to build something with your own two hands. Trust me. And if you don't believe me, go do it yourself. A lot more videos for this to come. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.